Hola, Jitara here, and today I thought it would be fun to just go through some of the pictures I have saved in my camera roll.
Hey, I'm walking here!
So, first things first, I'd like to introduce you to my dog from New York. Just look at him, you can tell he's a real New Yorker through and through. I mean, he has the New Yorker fit, but it's more than that. Just look at his eyes, that dead, 1,000-year stare. Those are the eyes of a dog that pays $1,800 a month for an apartment that looks like this, rides a subway where antics like this are a daily occurrence, and where rats the size of 6-inch Subway sandwiches roam free. This is without a doubt a true New Yorker. You know guys, I had to grind really hard to make it to where I am today. And it just pisses me off sometimes when I see people wanting the shit I have without putting in any of the work. I mean, look at this view. I had to grind for this view. I had to struggle, man. You think this is something you can just get? Nah, man. There's no shortcuts. There's no elevator. You want the elevator? Fucking find your own elevator. If you want to get to the top of Bikini Bottom, you gotta work for that shit, man. I was flipping patties with Bob, slinging chum on the streets with Plankton, and spitting game at the recording studio with Squidward. I had to work for this shit, man. People gotta learn that to get to the top, you gotta work the bottom of the trenches.
Are you seriously watching porn by yourself?
Nah, I'm with my...
This one is for all my boys. I'm sure you guys know that there is nothing better than a night out with the boys. And when you're out with the boys, it can get a bit wild. Like here, look at this. This is just boys having fun in its purest form. And I'm sure you all know how heated a game of Yu-Gi-Oh can get. Very serious shit. But I also just love everything about this picture, man. They're probably in their grandma's house, we're all shirtless, and fucking cars are just flying everywhere. I also just love the composition of this picture. Like, it actually looks really cool. Like, this could be in a museum. Honestly, it probably could be in a museum with some of the things that are in art museums nowadays, but that's for another time. Anyway, there's nothing better than a night out with the boys. Alright guys, this is gonna get a bit political, but stay with me, because I think it is important to address this. Donald Trump. A very controversial figure, to say the least. He is best known for his gaming commentary videos that he makes with Joe Biden and Barack Obama. But we are not here to talk about the Trumpster today. Instead, we are here to talk about his political advisor, who Trump has often looked to for advice on how to run the country. Jimmy from Arkansas, or better known by his street name, the White Mamba. The White Mamba was a very influential figure in the White House during Trump's time in office. For those who don't know, the White Mamba is a classmate of Donald Trump's youngest son, Barron Trump. And Trump became familiar with the White Mamba when he visited Trump's penthouse in New York to hang out with his son, Barron. According to Trump, after coming home, he got to meet the White Mamba for the first time and was instantly impressed by the young man's white boy swag. According to Trump, he simply moves different and has main protagonist energy. And Donald Trump knew that if he was gonna win the election, he would need the White Mamba's help. According to Trump, the White Mamba was the one who actually ran his political campaign and was a beacon of wisdom in Trump's times of need. Also, according to Trump, all of his tweets from Twitter were written by the White Mamba. The White Mamba is also directly responsible for a lot of polarizing policies that still affect us today. Like, for example, how employers are now required to provide employees with a government-mandated bong, as according to the White Mamba, it is a medical necessity for some people and is essential for good vibes, no matter what his stepdad Frank may say. The White Mamba has also ventured into fashion as of late, as he was the designer behind Donald Trump's new sneakers, the Donald Ones. There are also some conspiracy theories that claim that the White Mamba was the one responsible for the, January 6th incident. This is a claim that the White Mamba denies, as according to him, on January 6th, he was fucking your mom. Anyway, regardless of your political leanings, we cannot deny the influence of the White Mamba. Alright guys, now I want to talk about something serious. Here on this channel, Although we do like to have fun, I think it's also important to be serious, as there are times when we need to pay our respects. So, real quick, I'd like to take a moment of silence for Queen Elizabeth. Alright, now that that's out of the way, I would just like to read out this heartfelt message I have prepared. Queen Elizabeth, I only have one thing to say. R.I.D. Rest in drip. Sheesh. Look at her. I gotta apologize to Queen Elizabeth as I was unfamiliar with her game. I thought she only wore those crappy blue dresses, but look at her. She has that fresh yellow Nike Tech tracksuit on. I'm speechless. I'm astonished. She has that shit on. She is standing on business. I think I finally get why she was the Queen of Britain. But I'm sure you guys are curious. If she had heaters like that in the closet ready to go, why didn't we ever see it? As you see, Queen Elizabeth was actually cursed. That is right. You see, in return for her longevity, she had to give something up. That is right. She gave up the most important thing of them all, her drip. So, unfortunately, despite her love of fashion, she had to forego her drip and be known as dripless to the public in order to extend her lifespan. She broke that promise, and she paid the price. R.I.D. Queen Elizabeth. R.I.D. If you're a true anime fan, then you've probably watched Naruto. And if you've watched Naruto, I'm sure all of you guys remember the lovable goofball Rock Lee. Rock Lee was always one of my favorite characters, and I still find myself watching the Gaara vs. Rock Lee fight on YouTube. That fight is hard as fuck. But anyway, my favorite part about Rock Lee is his ability to power himself up, and one of his most beloved power-ups by fans is Henny Lee. That's right. In one of his fiercest battles to date, he was forced to take out his ninja-issued Hennessy bottle in order to transform into Henny Lee. You see, while in his Henny Lee form, he is able to use the Henny Fist, a forbidden jutsu known only to a selected few. But by utilizing the Henny Fist, one is able to double their speed and strength. But there is a good reason why the Henny Fist is forbidden, as if you are not careful while using the Henny Fist, you may begin to say some things that you don't really mean. As that episode of Naruto was also marked in controversy due to Rock Lee's very questionable statements about the Philippines. Regardless, the Henny Fist is something to be feared, and it is for good reason that the Henny Lee fight is considered a top anime moment. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.